the tone for that.
But
Vitality
I just think
came out
Viper
swinging last
is
map. We're winning a lot
great
of
on
chaotic
this map.
situations. We're winning a lot of those clutches. Can Fnatic bounce back and take control?
I think when I look at the best teams on this map, normally they have a Viper.
No subtleties in a
Oh, that's
no, a mistake, perhaps?
devastating, but it's okay.
Easy now.
Fnatic on defense, Vitality on attack, and we are at 3-1 pistols. No,
Pivot through towards the door.
2-2 pistols. I made this mistake earlier. This Fnatic got
and Sender goes straight on in. Sending it forward. It's traded out, but Boaster from afar going to catch from Blue Room. Trades back here, and the site should be safe.
Yeah, that kill was safe. Makes it doable.
3 versus 3. A wall up. Killjoy on that flank. And the revolving door. It's just the bait. Putting that pressure. Boaster coming in the backlines as well. And Trex.
Alpha just needs to not die, basically, and then Boaster should be able to help. But Trex with a quick move is going to keep this competitive, at least for now. But a 2 against 1 is incredibly difficult. They know the Kicks was over towards Blue Room. Trying to spam on that cross.
Yeah,
Not
just
going to
gotta
happen.
hope he gets a
Fnatic
kill there,
want the
really.
retake first round will be theirs.
Nice from them. 3-2 on the pistols.
Like how Vitality planned that round out. They had so much pressure towards C. That's pulling Fnatic. They have all that space of A lobby. Pulls them towards C. The first place that they stop off is B. That's the first place they go on the way to C. And then Vitality, they just come through the revolving door, come up middle. 5 men through the same position.
That's how you're starting it off.
With 4 people.
Wild.
The pistol round for Fnatic. Vitality, I'm talking about how their pistol rounds have been really well drawn up.
I heard a 1-1.
Losing that attack pistol.
Kind of a double fumble. I feel like
that.
Vitality fumbled first
Not a
map.
great start for these
Fnatic
guys.
fumbled second map.
Me
They
as
both
well.
played
Again,
well
we're
on
talking about
each other's
momentum.
map
Those
though,
pistol rounds
to be
can
fair.
So pivotal into these sort of
Like
series.
Vitality played well
They are
on
long,
Ascent,
are arduous,
and
and
Fnatic
it
did good in
tests
Haven,
teams.
but
We've been talking about it from the start of playoffs, really, the difference of best
we haven't
of
really
fives.
had a
Looks like very much
close
all
map
in
yet.
ace. The only person disconnected
My
so
opinion.
far is Trex. And as it stands, Vitality do make it to site, but in what state? They took a little bit of chip damage on the way in. They do get a chance of maybe having a scrap on the side. It's Trex to find it, but now just Kicks left in a 1v4. So you can get the plant.
No way.
Yeah, he does, tucks his head down.
How is he?
Tries to have a go. Yeah,
How has he
go on then.
taken
Have a crack at
no
it. Nah, not
bullets
gonna happen.
there?
Okay, Hero's got him. But we've been kind of
Yeah, he's
talking about this
invincible.
when we got to playoffs about the difference
Everyone's
of
spamming a
playing
bit too high on this one.
finals, late rounds of tournaments, and also best of fives and how it changes the dynamic and how it is those marathons coming into effect and keeping that momentum up, that confidence up. And it's not easy, and especially for teams who don't have that experience. We saw it happen to Heretics. We've seen it happen to so many teams when they get to those points in those events. And for Vitality, international events on the horizon, champions on the horizon. If they want the chance to go deep in tournaments, these sort of reps are so valuable.
You're absolutely right about that. Fnatic is no stranger to these things. They're going for the back-to-back EMEA.
Yeah, saying, how have you not hit him?
Whereas Vitality, it's the first time we're getting to see them in this sort of situation. Yes, they won a BO5 yesterday, but again,
Bonus
as many
looks
reps
good.
as possible,
Low light almost, but it doesn't really matter too much.
It's not going to be an easy feat for them. If they're going to get tired from this, they're going to get tired from that. They need to be able to get comfortable. Being able to swing this round in their favor is going to be a great start to that.
It certainly would be. Bonus round for Fnatic. Still a little bit of, a little bit of danger. Chronicle's got the rifle, so does Hero here.
Ooh.
But Sender's got a fight, and they don't seem to be aware of his position. Stunning crunch, great clear from Vitality. Dealing with all 3 players who are trying to have a bit of a brawl on that, leaving just Alpha, who's
They would
pretty
love
far away.
a no deaths. They would
Still
also
under
love
that spike, so
to
plant
get the
should be very
breach
secure.
all online for next
No
round.
threat to that, and this is exactly what the Doctor orders for Vitality. 5 alive, rolling thunder there for Kicks too. Incredible stuff for them. They'll be happy with this if they can keep it clean.
Right? I mean, a lot of that, a lot of the Americas teams might look in the right. At least trial. We'll see. It depends if K-Corp are willing to let him go.
All of his teammates down, and he's just going to go down with the ship, looks like. And a big, clean round out of Team Vitality. A must-win round for them as well. Kicks already with that rolling thunder.
Yeah, I would be the same keeper.
Literally. Imagine. Imagine you try to get away with that one. Not going to happen. Andalusia flawless here in the first gun round for Vitality. Again, you'll be happy with that. You've got that ult in the back pocket, that could be something you would bring out, but you were talking about this in the earlier maps. You want to see good ult economy from Vitality, good usage, early usage, don't sit on it for too long. Would you like to see this come out as soon as possible?
I think it would be really good to use it here, because if they use it here and they win this round, Fnatic's going to be on an eco round. So I'm looking at Fnatic's economy a little bit right now. One player, Dirk, he's the only one that could really do anything next round. So Vitality,
got that Odin out though. Kicks with his ult. That's the big one for this. So a big round with Vitality can force him down to an eco. We got that breach ult. That's... don't want to be talking about ults again, man. Don't want to be talking about bad ult usage.
Vitality at least was showing that early look towards. Creep it up by
some good stuff.
One player over towards that blue door as well. The spam. They're already ahead of this, and here we go. There's Outgoing Thunder, lovely
jumping on the Odin
to offset the timing a touch, give them a fair fight on it. Dirk's spam in the dark works out.
Jumping on the Odin. Took us a while.
Holding the line here very well. That Rolling Thunder didn't have the impact it wanted, but maybe Safe will. 2 kills, and if it was anyone else, I would call it Raps, but this guy, with 55 seconds, Vandal in hand, and probably a plant to be
gets a kill, he gets his ult.
If he's
a chance,
he can isolate them, get one. He gets Showstopper.
He's still got the Pain Shell. He's still got some util. Always taking a risk.
Yeah, it's unlucky. It's unlucky timing a little bit. I mean, it felt like
couple of seconds to play with. It wasn't the case.
Like no one was ready to go off the ult, or maybe I missed some util on tree. I know these guys were stopped by the smoke.
Into that site, knew exactly what was going on. Alpha had that line on that C mound area the entire round, so they didn't budge. They made no noise as well. Just the Odin spamming through that tree room, and Vitality thought, hey, it's probably only like one, maybe
both
2
to flash
people
it.
with tops.
That would
Paranoia
make sense.
Comes in main, completely stalls them out. Those Odin kills, just a beautiful hold from Fnatic. The first 3 opening kills. And that is the Rolling Thunder gone. They do have the showstopper.
Yeah,
they
both
do have
the
a
wrecked
gun
and
round.
both the double wrecked, and then the flash and the smoke was unbelievable.
This round instead.
Still 3 players here though. Still gonna have to come up against it. It's not an easy one at all to face off against. Need a lot from Safe.
A little bit of chip damage.
I will say also, like I get the they probably had to talk about their ult usage because it was off a little bit on Haven. That was maybe in mind with the early ult, but breach ulting in this direction, a raise, like boost and boost with the satchel, like you're never gonna capitalize on it. So it wasn't great again.
Fnatic, they have the C line.
Oh, Alpha in the corner. He can get
I guess they didn't know it was raised, to be fair. But it's a 50-50 with who uses it. It's normally Raze or...
They at least need to pressure this C area. Force the Viper back into the site. Chronicle gets
honestly, maybe Alpha does it as well.
Sender left that A space as well. It's a full commit here. 45 seconds left. The only pivot they could do.
They have the lockdown. Alpha's going to put this straight into work. I guess maybe a little panicked, a little worried that they would have overwhelmed Chronicle, so trying to support him. But
yeah, this is fine though. We get the fuel back up for the next hit.
And they go back for it.
We got Molly. They're going to try to push into Molly. We get into a good position. We still got Alarm Bot, Molly and Viper Molly.
Chronicle trying to thread the needle. 20
seconds. What a fade, 20 seconds. Molly goes down as well. Smokes here.
And they still need to worry about this.
Oh,
How much can he do though?
No way. Safe took out Sendo TP top of site. And no one had realized that he was top site. Oh, it's a disaster.
The round's over. Trex can try and make some damage happen, but it doesn't matter. The spike is down. There's no chance of getting towards the site. And Fnatic stem the bleeding instantly.
It's an absolute disaster.
Any of that danger has been dealt with.
This has to be a timeout for Vitality and regroup their thoughts. They are not figuring these things out in the middle of the rounds. Right now, Fnatic are perfectly outplaying on them the defense. First round, they do a stack towards A, completely silent. Vitality walk into the trap. They don't want to mess around with that again, so they go back to C, but they leave no options. And so late into the round, they have to commit here. But Alpha, just playing in these corners, realizing they can't clear me out, and he repositions so beautifully. Vitality, they gotta get something going. That's ultimate's used.
It's kind of hard.
You need value on that, don't you? It looks like a pace change.
It's hard to. It's just hard to deal with an Odin full stop.
He could have been overwhelmed, but apparently he's fine. Just keeping backpedaling up here. Paranoia goes in. He needs some support from Heroes.
Munch Laxton, thank you so much, man. Appreciate the 10 months. Thank you for the prime. Appreciate you doing that, dude.
Alpha showing off his juggling skills. But the plant's there. This is beautiful from Vitality. This is what they wanted.
Nightfall?
Maybe a chance on this. Quick TP out. They're still going back and forth here. Zender, stunning. They're still doing serious damage here.
Such
You're
low
right, the Nightfall is
HPs
there
though.
for Trex if he wants it. Alpha, though, tries to overwhelm
Trades are
himself.
incredible.
He's traded. And now the 2v2. Upgrade for Trex. He's got the Vandal. Safe still with the Stinger, but it looks just fine. And for the sake of prosperity, they want to catch at least one, and they've done that. But Chronicle, in the meantime, groups a little closer. And now the 1v1.
Ah, he needs to
Boaster
win
up
this one.
against Trex. And Boaster, how do you try and predict this one? Audio a little lower, and he's just completely working in the dark here. Trex has to check on this. Has to take a look here at some point. Tries to keep his cool, and he loses out. Boaster's got time.
Nicely done from Boaster.
Fnatic make it to 5.
It got, I mean, it got very close.
So deadly then.
Fador.
So close.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Vitality just letting these rounds slip away. They've got to be kicking
Nicely done from Boaster.
themselves.
His
It's
util's
the
been good.
third round as well, like we were talking about. Please use your ultimates off cooldown. They've been doing that. They use the Rolling Thunder the round to get it. They use the Showstopper the round they get it. They use the Nightfall the round they get it. But they lose each of those rounds. And now Fnatic building that lead 5-1, a 4-round lead. And Team Vitality. What is the rule?
Fair enough.
I want to know what the rule is.
I want to know what the rule is. Tell me
I'll
what the
say to
rule
learn.
is.
And about half the fuse, tap again.
Timeout comes out for Team Vitality.
And then
Less
get
needed,
off.
And they need to talk about what they can do. And if I'm sitting there in the coaching corner, I'm going to be
That
talking
always
about
off,
how
yeah.
they're doing too many of these telegraphed all-in plays. So right there, kind of a pacey, you know, let's go fast, let's open it up, let's go and just take our timing, see if we can get in there. If we get in there, let's keep going, keep going, take these fights, force the chaos. But I would talk about how we need to force them
God,
off
I would
A.
just talk
So
about
every
the
time we've
ult
gone towards A,
usage,
we haven't
man.
done anything towards C. Chronicle was jump spotting at one round, Alpha's jump spotted a couple rounds.
Like I've been mentioning it
Fnatic have all
non-stop.
that
I don't think
space,
I've
all
ever
that
talked
info,
about
and
ult
get to
usage this
control
much
their
in a
rotations perfectly.
like
So
best of
Vitality
5 or a
need
best of
to do
3.
a better job of keeping the map dark for
Some of the
Fnatic.
ults in this best of 5 have
Show
been
them their
so
true
bad.
intentions, maybe
It's
do a fake, not so that they can end towards B, but so they can
painful, man.
end towards the extremity. Use those revolving doors more. Use the revolving door on A to go C. Use the revolving door at B to go A.
The showstopper, do you know what? I wasn't even thinking of the showstopper during that. That's what's bad about it. Showstopper wasn't great though.
Just obliteration on the side
Wasn't
of
great.
Team Fnatic.
See if they can work the map. Strain Fnatic a little bit more. Remove some of that blind confidence near on at times. But it looks like it's gone back to this all-in approach, at least initially. Now whether or not they continue is yet to be seen. But the door gets swung. It's Chronicle this time, over towards A. Doesn't get the connection that we saw Durka get before, but still keeps that space.
I like
under
this from
Fnatic
Fnatic.
flag.
Yeah, they did good to just hold on to door heavy
Come
here.
around that jump spot still happening. Alpha still keeping all that
It
info,
has
but a
so
late play
many
back in. I like
bullets
this from
though,
Runner
Odin.
creeping on over.
Please, it's any kind of nerf, man.
Eventually
Even if
check
it's
on him
just
here.
bullets. I
There
would
he
take
is, so
bullets at
position
this
noted.
point. Reduce the bullets by like
Step in the right
100 or
direction
something.
for Vitality, but again, they
Feels
let
like
that
you could be
ace
spamming for
Hawk comes out, re-clears all
40
of the
seconds
lobby.
non-stop.
It's a full grouping towards C.
The only offset is the safe was individual from this. Durka on the hunt for him.
Yeah,
Oh
the
my
W
God.
forwards
Oh,
again.
he still
I
gets
like
it,
the
at least
idea
with
from
the
safe. We're
Phantom
seeing a
on
lot of
that
that
was a
recently.
1-1 trade out.
Razor
Big
equals
info,
W.
and the time is getting so low. The rotation coming in. It's
Alpha
all
has
on Alpha.
He's
Get
got
that
to buy
W
time,
key
though,
out.
but can he do it? He's got support here. They're going to know about him. Try and play this one out. Oh, he's just being so slippery. He's making him trying to spend all this time to close him down, and they clear him finally. 25 seconds now. They've got to get a move on.
Boaster's a lunatic.
So he's going to be very vulnerable to this. Yeah, absolutely. Runner spams him out. Almost had him there. Easy. Nice reveal, but not enough to be able to do any damage. This is better, Josh. This is what you wanted to be seeing.
This is very close to what I wanted to see. Still could have been cleaned up a little bit. Fnatic, so much faith in Alpha to hold that site by himself.
Change the map rather than the
Viper's
Odins.
orb as well.
I mean,
so Fnatic didn't
Eva, man.
rotate actually to help Chronicle looking to save
The Odin
this
definitely needs
Odin.
enough.
And I like what they're doing. They switch up who's got the Odin.
There's
in
no
tree.
doubt
This
about
round
it.
It was Chronicle. A few rounds ago, it was Durka. So that keeps their setup shrouded a little bit. Vitality can't figure out who it is, what the setup is. Is it the 3A or is it just a 2A setup? But again, Vitality, at least they come back to C. At least
Off
they
walls.
pressure this player. At least there's a little bit of contact pressure towards B before they commit to C. So steps in the right direction, could be cleaned up a little bit better. Fnatic dropping the ball a little bit in this round.
Yeah, maybe hesitant to support in that one, maybe just taking their time a little bit. But it would be interesting to see what would have happened if they had more support for Alpha, who was seemingly doing the dance for what felt like hours. Both of them just diving into the smoke. It felt a little bit disjointed.
Yeah, it was like lemmings kind of slowly just falling apart. We saw Boaster and Hero together at B for so long, and maybe they thought it was a fake, but Durka got so much space there, maybe they thought, okay, they're going to hit the revolving door.
French D with the Prime. Thank you for the 5 months, dude. Thank you for that.
Heavy A start for Fnatic. 3 players there. Chronicle walling up just to get them the initial control, but fast opening towards B. That's pressure from Vitality. Not their true intention. They can hit that revolving door. They can go to C if they want to. And Alpha on that jump spot has to back off.
Okay, we're gonna actually pay attention on this one. It's a straight up force. Light armor Bulldogs, which they were doing a lot towards last year.
A reactionary Viper's Pit from Chronicle.
Yeah, and they understand it's a big round. They don't want to be ecoing.
Sit a little bit deeper, be more willing to rotate if they feel the presence elsewhere, but this could change Vitality's plans now.
There was a little bit of an Omen standoff at A, and here comes the fake reclaim
I like
from Shrek.
this.
Smoke on the cross. That's
They smoke
info.
the cross, they prowler out, it draws the extra person over towards A so that they can actually hit B. This is a very nice call from Vitality.
Forward, huge pick from Safe, but the follow-up, Durka just spams him down. So there's still a little bit of a contest over towards Blue Room. Plant should be in play. And already the pressure's starting to mount back in here. And they're reading it right on Trex. You saw that second of doubt, that second of consideration. Hero doing some serious damage though. But the inevitable death of Trex is on the way. That should be the dagger in the back, and it is. But Runner and Trex still in a 2v2. Time is on their side. They note one on the spike itself. Someone will have to deal with this. Someone has to deal with this. Someone has to deal with this. You can't let that
nicely
happen.
handled. It's what I talk about a lot, where we plant here, and teams prioritize Hobbit, but they don't prioritize B main. And to try and get through this choke point to see the spike, you got to heavy commit and don't have the angles. Even just to check the spike, a lot of the time you just committed at least from one angle.
These little fake jabs before they actually commit somewhere. Fake reclearing A. Oh, okay, that's information. That's 2 people there. Chronicle, he's Viper ultimated towards C. Okay, at worst 2 people B.
Rednas, thank you very much, mate. Thank you. Appreciate the 11 months. Thank you for the prime.
Alpha pushed off of C immediately. And Chronicle
almost the year, mate. Thanks for the support, dude.
Very, very risky. Kicks one off from his ult, but still, lockdown's in play. It's going to isolate, but Chronicle falls almost instantaneously. And Alpha's barely alive. He's lucky to be able to try and back away from this, but he's caught by the seas.
I'm enjoying like the shot calling from Vitality. Everyone's on the same page. It's sick.
It is a 3v2. This should
just sometimes the ult, like we've seen a bit of questionable ult stuff. Prioritization of Bs, letting him down a bit.
Would love to do some damage on that, but no one's letting that happen. Caution being shown, respect being shown.
TB, I think that's how I say it. Hope your stream was good. Thank you for the raid.
That keeps it secure. That keeps it favorable. Another attempt at the plant.
Thank you, mate.
Should reposition from Durka. Will he realize this in time?
I mean, it doesn't look like anyone's looking that way just yet, but still, they've managed to slip away. Reposition deep towards Mound. Does he hit the shot?
Rolling Thunder if necessary.
Tap go aggro or just duel?
I mean, it's the Guardian though. That can still hit even with those
He's on the spike though, you don't need it.
You don't need to do anything here. He's flying forward, one bullet.
That's so unlucky.
Kicks.
Oh, it's such a good attempt. Did he actually only have 1 bullet?
Round
I didn't check.
Up for Vitality, starting to find their form here. Couple of rounds clawed back. 3 for Vitality now.
Only 1 bullet.
They were doing so well early in the game. They were getting all that confidence back again like they had on Haven, taking those similar risks as if they were winning by 5
That was an awesome idea, though.
And they were at one point. They were winning by a healthy, like,
finally on an
4
eco.
or 5 rounds. But now there's so much confidence on Alpha to hold that site. They're getting completely punished by being a little bit too greedy and a fast opening towards A4 Vitality.
Woman Flash hit a lot here. They have no... Oh my god.
The frenzy.
Dude, I'm looking at the 2 Omens on the minimap, and I just feel like they should be on the opposite teams.
Close that, scoreboard up a bit further, get to 4 rounds. Runner and Kicks the last 2 alive.
I mean, he knew his Omen Flash hit a lot of people.
I hate to see these sort of situations.
They've got the ultimates to make this work as well, though. A kill for Runner turns into a pinhead. He can find out where all the remaining players are. A perfectly timed breach Rolling Thunder.
I kind of like this.
They need to. They need to alleviate pressure, yeah.
searching deep towards CT, and obviously if you're Fnatic, you will start questioning where the hell are they going. They have B, why aren't they using that? But there's going to be this internal clock, that penny dropping at some point where you go, this is weird, and Durka is the first to consider it.
A is so dangerous for these guys, though. There's so many angles to clear. They can get crossfired, but they have that heaven control. They can plant for backside.
30 seconds left.
They need to retake that heaven area afterwards,
raise
though. Camera up.
Cool camera, that's nice.
There's contact.
Join the
That's
team.
for Fnatic.
Pick up one of the guns.
Showstopper on Durka. Double satchel.
Does he go around the world here, Runner? He's got a little, again, they have to make kind of out of character plays almost, but he's been spotted as well. So even that play won't be able to be happening because you've got Alpha watching that line. So slowly creeping closer. Durka gonna pop the ult, get slowed down on the way. He tries to go for the target up top. Runner's still alive. It's still game on here. They are the walking wounded, but they're still breathing. Alpha creeping closer. Spots one on the side.
10-4.
He knows where they both are now. Runner, he's still firing. They might be fumbling this one. Alpha at a classic is all that they got in the end. Now Kicks with 4 HP in a dream, praying this works.
Boy.
For one straight bullet would do the job. But time is ticking.
Oh, he actually won it.
So
Respects, man.
Vitality.
Such a big risk again. 2v4. Oh yeah, I thought they were going to get eco'd on this one. I kind of love the idea from Boaster as well. He absolutely sent it. But yeah, they played the 2v4 very well.
On heaven there. This initial fight, though, was actually really nice from Fnatic. The combination with the abilities.
Yeah, that was very all in.
But Boaster running in, he knows they're deaf. He just gets in there, slips through the
Yeah, I was so
cages.
nervous when he pulled out that breach ult.
Stay alive, used against them. And now it's also Showstopper invested on a lost round for Team Fnatic. 6-4, the gap closes.
Yeah, we're getting closer now.
Hogger with the prime, thank you so much, man. Thank you very much.
They'll be happy with that.
Welcome into the Slug Club, thank you for that.
Kick's gonna start working towards the ult. Could have had that on Trex potentially, but opting against it.
Careful.
They don't have rubble control this time.
The ult was good.
Fnatic
He's just worried about his
towards
low
C with
HP.
3 there. Bringing Durka into the equation. They still have that A space. Turret watching B. Happy to play that retake on that B area. And Alpha disrespecting everything. Got that line again. Fnatic able to rotate out. Safe.
And what a quick pivot. These rotations are huge. They're here early.
Yeah, they keep doing this though. And Fnatic, they definitely have some kind of read that if you redo pressure over towards A, that they pull that rotate away. That is an unbelievable Omen Flash as well. Omen Flash hits 3.
And Trex left irrelevant to the outcome. The plant's in.
Solid
This
shots
would
from
need a
Chronicle.
1v5. You ain't getting
And
it.
great
Not
Omen
against
Flash.
Chron. Not now. You give Fnatic the info. They'll get the round.
That was
Flawless.
an Andalusia flawless. For Fnatic, the way that they played that, the way that the timing that they went out.
Last round before the switch.
Vitality falling into that trap of going straight into B with 5, not creating any pressure. Alpha on that C line because
The timing
there's
of
no
it
one
was
there still. It's
incredible.
such an easy pivot for Vitality to be able to just open that revolving door and connect with B, but they leave nobody there. Instead, Alpha's able to retake that position. Fnatic, full control of A lobby, and Vitality into the Dragon's Den. Again, Vitality, they were winning by doing all this spread pressure and be able to create these options. They need to go back to that now. We need to see that again.
Yeah, I think when the
Stingers,
flash gets you free kills,
Sheriff.
probably gonna say
Last time
nice
they had this
flash.
sort of buy, it was that really pacey C hit that they kind of then overextended towards CT, and it actually worked pretty well. It was a very, very good round, but now have they learned their lesson? Yeah, Fnatic absolutely have. Alpha set the trap, waited.
The molly on
for the
top
mouse to
for
come on in, and
ATPs
Sender's
too.
gone.
Man, poor Sender.
Chronicle's gotta be careful. Could get
Sender's been
overwhelmed in
TPing
this.
over
And
towards
he does.
here. He gets
The
raised
Chronicle
over by his
squad
own
gets
team. He
absolutely
TPs over
body
towards
checked,
here
and
again.
now
I'm pretty
4v4.
sure he ate
Trying
like
to
a
build through
Viper
to
molly.
waterfall this time, rather than
And then
CT. A
straight
slight
into
adjustment.
the
And the spike's
Killjoy
now
molly
down.
waiting for him.
Boaster trying to catch the heels of Safe. Oh, a little bit of a swing, and it's messy.
Oh, it's
Alpha.
okay. Oh my god.
How is Trex alive?
Yeah,
Trex?
Trex is a unit. Meanwhile, Alpha's just headshotting 3 people on site.
The spread on the shorty.
Yeah, give me a little
bit too
replay on
wide.
this one. 8 on
Yeah,
defense.
so
Yeah, it's
Diffuse
very
there.
strong.
8 rounds in the end now. So, I mean, this game was back and forth. It felt like Vitality, they were struggling initially.
Love that setup. The
Yeah.
molly on the box, waiting for that teleport in, which happens every round. Nightfall didn't even connect.
Yeah,
I don't think it
had
didn't
a
need
good
to.
amount of
Yeah.
anti on this one. Dude,
If
Alpha
we
went
kind of talk about
18.
half
This is 18 to
from
7.
start to end, it was initially that Vitality were a little bit too simplistic in approach, a little too all in, but the timeout here, and they actually adjusted well there, but it looks like Fnatic kind of found that out towards the end.
This map and Haven run kind of similar in a way, and Fnatic is really good at that Haven. They have those sites to work with. They're able to use all this space. They're able to close the map down by getting this deep info, and they were doing a really good job of that here as well. Vitality didn't do enough to force Fnatic back to be blind in the rounds, and they were perfectly set up for Vitality's hits. So Vitality, what are you going to show us on their defense side to show us that you've got this map in your pocket?
There.
Runner hoping to catch someone blindly. Dirk are going to be suffering for that. Slow and steady.
Okay, so they heard the aggro cam.
Show here is this. Just trying to find
And they're
the
thinking it's the aggro
which
cam on the
not
wall
found this time.
because that's the one that you use to punish when people open the door.
Deep lines.
If you got a
For B,
camera that you think is to
that Hawk gets
punish,
an even deeper line. Runner,
I wonder if they're going to spam tree or not, but
breach spotted. Sender ready to paranoia as well. And Vitality know exactly where Fnatic
how did Dirk, chat, how did Dirk tank damage here? It was early on, right? But I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see what Kix tries to do in this. He's trying to maybe cover off blue room, at least for now.
That's the
but
spike.
What?
Under the control, they have to hit the door
Yeah,
again.
this
Sender.
is huge. But hold on, Sender's gone down. So
Runner
now
was
they've
just
lost
spamming.
outside control, so now they're going to be
Oh, no.
surrounded. Runner and Sender had everything in that. They
Ooh.
got the spike on
There was
their
a team
side of
doing
the
this
door.
where they
had
invested the
everything
smoke
you
over
would
towards
dream
heaven. I
of.
can't remember who it
And
was.
Hero taking the space towards CT. Great shot on Kix. And now on the way back in, Safe and Trex are going to need some big boy kills here. That's a great start. Durka was already wounded initially. He was down a lot lower. Now Safe and Trex trying to build back through. Oh, Hero's already got Trex. Safe can only do so much.
Wait.
Dink on Chronicle.
Wait, did he double dink there?
He flicked over. Like, hit him in the head. Chronicle, he had to have had shields, otherwise I have no idea how he lived that. But, yeah, oh man. I do wonder what was going on the comms for the Vitality side. Kicks rotating over into B instead of staying towards A, and the flank coming in from the site, wrapping on these players at Tree. Sender going down before the door was able to fully close. Spike down 2 feet in front of them. Vitality had that. Now they're trailing by 5. And Fnatic clinching another pistol round.
Yeah, this is where it gets scary though, because 10
yeah.
is on the horizon.
First time we
right?
had
10
a
rounds is
double.
so nearby.
So 2-0 on this map.
You got to feel when those ults start hitting, when everything starts going well, it gets so hard to recover. But Vitality maybe a
They're
chance
in
here. You got
in a
Safe
very
with the
rough
Sheriff
spot.
and the rest on just pistols. Very hard to make it work now. Cross map smoke to try and support Runner. And they wait and they hope a mistake happens, that Fnatic aren't meticulous in approach, that maybe they get fortunate in some way. And as it looks like,
Alarm
Fnatic
bot.
aren't even going that way.
Did I get
Called
broken
back.
or did he
Or
call back?
I thought it was called back, but I may be wrong.
Called back to bait the push from Vitality. They don't bite though. Fnatic. The stun ready.
But Boaster clears
The
both.
commit.
They
The
had such a
commit.
good read.
The
It was such a
crouch
nice little
commit.
try.
Not even trying to get
Again,
out
you've
of
got
there.
enough
Just
pistols, you
full
have to try and
commit.
make
Respect,
something happen
man.
for yourself. It isn't going to happen if you hold a normal
Yeah, loads of
round, so I
people's
don't
instant
mind
reaction
going
is
for
to
something
walk
a little
back
different.
there.
And they were right. And it still goes wrong. So Safe in a 1v5 pretty much here until Runner comes over. I mean, the guy's good for 1. No more though. Good shot towards Alpha, but still.
Fragging
they need more
IGL,
than
he's got
good
the
shots.
confidence.
They needed something
I
more.
know they're eco, but it's still a good
Be
sign.
favourable.
Oh,
Runner. Gonna make a go of it. Just shoves him into the loving arms of Hero.
Yeah, well, they keep all the
It's
guns.
10 very quickly now for Fnatic. So backs to the wall for Vitality. You gotta hit the ground running now.
Dirk has one off of his showstopper as well, so there's got to be these mind games happening. Team Vitality, I wouldn't even be surprised if they want to use a timeout here just to talk things, let the coach get involved in the situation, because right now you have to decide, are Fnatic going to go towards C, get that showstopper in line, or are they going to think that you're going to set up a trap on C, you have that breach involved, and then they're actually going to speed up towards A instead. And if you spread yourselves too thin, then, you know, they have a bonus, they get to stay together.
Well, I think you read what Vitality assumed was going to be this approach towards C, but as you rightly highlighted, Fnatic go, nah, screw that, we're off towards A, that's fine. They haven't picked up the pace too heavily, though.
Haven't let them know about the Odin yet.
Breach rotating over,
They
but it's
could.
just Sender on A by himself.
I was gonna say, I was wondering if they were gonna
Smoke and a
just
paranoia,
walk
he can
contact
stall.
a little bit more on this
Push
one.
coming through
The
C
Durka
here.
one away
this puts
to his orb.
good damage
He
on
goes
Dirk
down
and
to
South
32
in danger
HP,
mode. Look at
and
that
now they know the
flank. It will
Odin's
be
there. This
noted
guy's
by the
never
alarm bot,
gonna be able to
but
pick
he's
up
got
his ult.
numbers against him that are not favorable vulnerable by any means. Runners cleared him out and the map gets smaller. They get surrounded on both fronts. Boaster gets his fire, gets sender, then no about kicks. Oh, and Boaster's punished him.
Knife out.
Hello? Oh my god,
Shout out to
Fnatic
Hero,
just
good fade eye.
worming away through this map, finding all these angles and working all of these spots, all of these positions of Vitality.
How did Vitality lose this one?
After that pick on Alpha and the way they're being surrounded on that A site, you thought maybe this was the one. But Vitality might have to call it quits even in this round.
They're definitely considering it, and it looks like they're trying to back off towards C. And you're absolutely right. Fnatic, they just walked up towards
it's pretty criminal.
They weren't even in the worst position.
Guys on
They
30
had so much
HP.
input towards C so
Just gotta
early into
pick
the round
here.
as well. But they didn't have that fallback plan in mind for Sender
They
over
just
on
didn't play
A.
together.
He had that Odin, he had a smoke, he had a paranoia. Once these guys get all that deep space towards C, especially after they trigger that alarm bot, that defensive smoke and paranoia needs to come out. And I feel like it took so long for it to actually get invested that Fnatic were able to press forwards, uncontested, and got the opening picks that they needed into that round. Alpha spots 2 as well on the flank there. And that scan
Yep. Go.
couldn't get away.
No.
And pressing forwards like this as well, you know exactly where they are. Oh, they're pushed up. Okay, I'm going to take this space from them then. And when they're going to come back, they won't expect me up close here. 11-4. Alpha. Good spirits right now. Even in the rounds they were losing, and I think it was this game actually. He had the Spectre, and he's just having fun. Yeah, he's having a good time. So when these guys are having a good time and they're hitting, you know, the shots that they're hitting, they have the reads that they are hitting, reading, and just this confidence we saw from Alpha to even just
Carry gut with the 4 months. Thank you so much. Appreciate the tier 1 as well. I'm doing great. How you doing?
C mount space constantly as well.
Yeah,
Thank you for that.
It's an impressive thing to witness. And the problem is that on the half, it felt like a very manageable scoreline. You felt like you had rounds to play with. Yeah, Fnatic had the lead, but we had opportunities. The issues are that with 3 rounds gone, that's all it is.
Boaster, yeah, his util's been very good.
11-4. It's a very
This
long
makes a
road
lot
back
of
for
sense
them.
from what we've been seeing.
So Vitality coming into
Omen
this
Flash
one
has been on point, Smoke's
need
have been
to
on
be,
point.
You know, crossing the T's, dotting the I's. Everything has to be right. It's not
And he
gonna be
setters as
easy at this
well.
point.
5
And
months.
the buy's
Thank
not
you,
going to
thank
be
you.
perfect either. They don't have ults to depend upon. They are
I
struggling
think
in
that
certain
is.
areas
I
in
think that is
Vitality.
true about
To
Primes.
make
Yes,
this work,
thank
they
you so
better
much,
have
Annie.
the best time out of their lives.
And they're staring down the barrel of a rocket launcher as well. Dirk has got that online. And we know Fnatic's been so good at using them off cooldown.
This round could be the fatal blow, couldn't it? But let's see. Is there still some fight in Vitality here on Lotus?
Deep camera at C-Mound. A good timing on that to confirm information. So much time left in the round. Fnatic can pivot. Camera's broken. And Durka cancels getting the orb. He already has his ultimate.
Yeah, he's trying to bait it out, but this is what you want to do. You want to send your duelist in, so if there's a trap, you can satchel out.
Reaction from Team Vitality.
Now they know it's
And
clear.
nothing came.
Hero can get it.
Confirmed information. That's fade towards C now.
Go get him.
Was shown early at the round. I think using a Prowler.
Yeah, very nice.
Now there's been
And they
pressure
didn't try and
shown
shoot
in a
this
couple
over
of
towards
areas.
B
Right
like
now, the only
Ali,
thing
so
that Vitality has under their
the
control,
boom bot
say,
clears door.
to an extent.
I mean,
right? They've
clears
got
behind the
run
box.
control. They pushed up, safe. He's holding ahead of the wall. He's got everything. He's got full information.
It's kind of
on
nice
this.
though.
So you've got to hope that
Prowler
Vitality
just
then
cleared all of
bolster
B.
the numbers elsewhere. They have
Left and
support
right.
ready on C. They have players towards B just in case there's that pivot. And it looks like it's the go signal. 30 seconds hits and Fnatic are in. We still have that showstopper with Durka. Normally a great systems player when it comes to these site takes, but these reveals are fantastic. The
Yeah,
trap is still in
everyone's revealed.
play, and they still hold the site. And a wild attempt from Trex there. It's run and tilted in his favor. Kicks with some great shots back to back, leaving Chronicle in a 1v3. 13 seconds. Position now noted. The
10
odds
seconds left.
starting to dwindle. But they've got to be careful. Kicks is. That's good enough. 2 alive. They take it when they get it. It's the first time we've seen them really fighting for that map control in the right ways, Josh.
A really good adjustment from
Did I buy the
Vitality
hamster
there.
gun skins yet? Nah,
Off
not
the back
yet.
of that
How long have I
timeout.
got?
Fnatic, not
Till
sure
Tuesday,
what the
right?
plan was there.
Or Monday?
They did such a good job
I
on
remember
their
when the
defense,
patch
getting
comes out.
all that information. You would think that in their
They're
attack
gone?
side,
Wow.
they'd have that same sort of thing in their pocket.
Guess-
But they never pressured that A-line off.
Guess not
They
having
got to
them
be
for a bit.
safe on that line by himself. They even have that Viper wall.
Yeah,
so maybe they
never
think
loaded
putting
up
it
the
and
game.
down was enough. But Vitality, perfect positions. 4
Oh, wow.
players towards C to deal with that Fnatic hit. We go again.
Yeah, but it's a brawl now. Going in for a risky fight when you are down this many rounds is a scary prospect.
And he saw the
because
guy
this
close
can
left, so
happen.
this guy's getting
He goes from
spammed
bad
out.
to worse with a follow-up
Dude,
kill.
guys,
Safe trying to
people.
hold the line.
Numbers.
Slows them down for a second
Swing.
or two with the satchel, but still there are issues here. He can't
No
really
way,
back away.
guys.
And maybe he doesn't want to. Maybe he wants to stay and fight
This
for
is a
this
2-on-2.
With 6 bullets, he's taken them down to 2
Yeah, this could have been
standing.
easy for
Hero
Fnatic
and
here.
Alpha. Where are they and what can they do? Alpha is trying to get them space,
He
but
pulled the
Runner,
turret back though. Oh, missed the timing on the fade.
gonna know about this now.
Yeah, maybe got a little bit carried away
Who
with
you
the swing
backing
over
this one?
towards it.
Runner and
Bad
safe
timing
or
on this
Alpha
guy,
and
even though
Hero?
they knew it was here.
Hero can get his ult off this too if he gets that plant down. Wants to make sure they're secure for this plant. The Haunt went in.
This flank timing is going to be huge for Runner though. He needs
they-
to line him up.
They shoulder it, they check it. It's still not perfect. He gets some spam towards it. The Nightfall goes in now. They know about safe. They know about both players. But Runner strikes first. But Alpha answers back. It's 12
Solid, bro.
for Fnatic.
Yeah, they're winning
Keeping
clutches as
Vitality
well.
Down on 5. And eyeing up
Insta-wrecks
that
their
next
recon.
map now. Bind getting closer and closer.
Fnatic in full control at the moment, knowing
Yeah,
exactly
it's
what they
been
need
better.
to do, coming down into the 2 versus 2.
Dude, give me a close
When you have
map.
Alpha
Surely one of these
blind
maps is a close
situations.
map.
It's always good that long range. It was like a homing
Last
missile,
player
just
standing.
tracking him
Enemy
down.
remaining.
I thought it was going to be a turnaround kicks. Save,
Yeah.
just getting those kills. I think 3 kills between the 2 of them there. Vitality need to make something miraculous happen. Fast opening.
And this is, again, you're just hoping that Safe's going to get you some serious damage, which he might just do. Boaster's not looking pretty, neither's Durkee here. They're both down
Boaster.
pretty low, but still alive and still
What a
breathing.
flash again,
Boaster's
bro.
still good for the kill.
Good TP out of
Takes
there.
away Safe and secures Rubble.
I wonder if
And
he
now
was
there's
gonna
problems
go
of
for a
plenty
flash
Vitality,
TP into the
losing out
corner.
Safe this early on.
Either way, he did great here to stay alive. Won a duel on 27
Save
HP.
embraces this camera towards long C.
His flashes have been
Open
great.
kicks, needs to stare
Like
at it.
non-stop hitting.
Only an aftershock. Stun still on cooldown for
Every single time they
Only
actually
got
like
5 more
get
seconds
something
here.
off the back of it as
Fnatic
well. Or
moving around.
stop the
This
hit that we saw
Prowler
earlier.
Cleared A and saw nothing. Fnatic. Break the eye.
Yeah, I kind of like the Boaster still showing that there's something there, right? The
He's got his-
re-smoke and kind of pressuring a little bit, and obviously he can TP with the rest of them, but keeping players on this side of the rest of the, on the map is a good idea. It stops them being able to hit that massive rotation. And then it's a lockdown as well.
Might be able to use this ultimate to...
Runner thought about it.
Oh,
30
are they
seconds
overcooking this a little bit though?
It might be, because B's still got presence. They've still got all those bodies from A. That's why Boaster is still showing presence.
Yeah, but
He's
he
gone
sees
down.
2, right,
Center
before he goes
controls
down. I'm
the
not
A
sure if
side
you
of
saw
map now.
the
So does Vitality. Fnatic now
breach
in
or
a
not.
bit of
Probably
trouble
not.
by a bit. I mean a whole lot. Sender looking to secure this round. Looking to stop the rot here. Great work, and maybe you're on the money there.
6 of
A
them, and we got
little
an eco here
overcooked
as
on that
well.
one.
So
A little bit overcooked. They had all the space they needed. They put the
They
pressure
had a lot of
on
space.
A. They broke that haunt. They had the teleport for Boaster.
I guess I
He could've
don't
used that
know
on
what
C,
where
gotten
they
the
thought
info,
they
then
were,
it's
right?
just the
Early
Cypher
C
there. He's
info,
alone.
kind of all
They
A
have no idea that
info.
Boaster's still towards A, though.
And then they just tried to
Well,
pivot
he just
fast
shot
into
the
B.
eye, so maybe they do.
Like, in
But
theory,
maybe
there's
catch
a-
rotation once that
in theory,
pressure's
there's 2
on.
there.
But no, they open the door.
Or
They
at least
go right
one.
into B. That's the same trap Vitality fell into on their attack.
They've broken the money of Fnatic, right? There's still threat to this no matter what, because you are up against map point. So the second you see 12 against you, you know you've got to be absolutely flawless. And they've got ults to depend on in case it goes terribly wrong. If it's an emergency time, you can hit that button, but still. Mound control is in favor of Vitality. They pushed out of C, they've taken that space. So you've got a more passive, more cautious hold on the other side of the map. Runner, sitting deep.
yeah, pretty much blob. Especially if you don't
Players
get
still
like
on B.
actual. If
Very,
you
very
actually have
quiet
like
here
the
so far. They
base of
haven't
it,
given much away.
just makes sense for rotates. Like people are going to be
Well,
closer
that's
by.
one player noted.
So many ults for the defense as well.
You know, they're on site. They pretty much... that's not going to work out for you. Hat on
Yeah,
top.
it's an eco.
All good so far. Chronicle, the only one really to do some serious damage here. 40 seconds now. making sure they keep this in check. If you're Vitality, you keep this one secure, they keep this one safe. You don't take risks here. You don't give Chronicle more kills. You don't allow him to have more of a chance, and that might be all she wrote, at least on this round. Alpha in a 1v3, Prowler's found him. Oh my god, I thought he was going to wide swing that far enough. But 3 alive.
Buy rounds,
Vitality
and
handle it.
maybe
One of the
Fnatic want a
strategies that
timeout.
Fnatic
I
can
don't
do
know.
right now is they have the lead. They're so close to winning. They can make Vitality burn so much energy trying to come back just to bring it to overtime and make this a long game. If Fnatic can tire Vitality out on the way to a victory here, this could set them up for the following maps to close out this series. And Fnatic are actually going to call a timeout here. They do have a few
Yeah,
ultimates
this is a
involved,
nice early
and I
timeout.
think the reason why they wanted to go
And they
beyond
could
that
just
previous
tell them to
round
keep it
was because
simple.
Alpha
They got some
has
good
the
ults
lockdown.
also.
So I wonder if we're going to see something utilizing that lockdown. Usually it's best towards C or towards B, and I think I've seen them use it in that B post plant before. It's just so difficult to deal with because you have to basically push through C or A to get that backstab on it. So looking for that, looking at Chronicle's ultimate as well. Great combination there for B, but they need to do something to alleviate the pressure to make it free to enter B.
Yeah,
So
I mean, it's
making
going to be
sure
a
that
mental
Vitality
round.
keep multiple people towards A is going to be really important here. Vitality, they have so many good ultimates themselves.
Yeah.
That Showstopper, Nightfall, and Rolling Thunder.
Massive. Massive. Crowd getting excited now, but again, I want to see if Vitality can keep themselves in this series, in this map at the very least. Do they have that longevity, that capability? Prove it in a best of 5. Yeah, for now.
I'm looking at this opening towards C. Vitality have been starting towards A with 3, including that Fade, including that Raze, and now they're both towards C. Looks like they're going to steal that space really early here. Set up the kill trap on A again.
We have been seeing a little bit of that pressure towards Mound. We saw it before where it kind of caught Alpha, right? If you roll your mind a little bit further back, but does Alpha now become more aware of this? Does that become part of the wheelhouse that he has to predict? No alarm bot invested into holding that push up yet either.
They could
He's
try
got
and
his
keep
eyes
this
turned
one
towards
simple.
it, but
Five
again, steady progress from
chances.
Fnatic, not
Like we said,
really
we've got a
taking much
lot of
time on this
ults.
either. Already
So they might
getting
try and do
towards
this
Google.
thing where they don't like use this ult to get into sites. They're more just trying to whittle these ults down and then make sure they have an ult advantage.
But the pivot towards B, is this real? It looks like it is. Durka.
Yeah, and this could be good, and the after plan
with
over
the
towards
rolling
here could be
thunder,
nice.
the
This
Nightfall
is
with
a
the Showstopper
great
with so
move though from
much.
Safe.
Yeah, this
Right, they
defensive,
double over towards C, they
Showstopper
get
as well from
info,
Safe.
and they're just trying to work out if this is actual like
They've gone
fake
away
or
from this, they
good B
didn't
pressure.
fancy
If
it
you
at
got
all.
no one over
Something
towards
they got
here,
wrong.
They got the info
then
though
you're
that
not gonna be
it
pivoting in
was the
because
Raze towards front B.
gonna go into a
not going
crossfire.
off.
Yeah, identifying where the
Unless
players
you're
reside.
desperate, obviously.
We've got a passive, a safe hold from Runner. Rolling Thunder going to come through. That's going to affect a great deal of the players. Alpha.
Yeah, I
now
mean,
put
literally
out
it went
position.
all in
They're
here.
gonna
It
be
was
punished.
Omen flash
Picked up
over
by
towards
Safe.
here,
Fnatic
Sender's
are
ult.
looking to try and take the site, but they've got no security. They're surrounded here. Not an easy round. It's going to get chaotic to say the least. Safe though, still going to tilt those scales. Keep it going in their hands. Boaster and Chronicle. A very tough situation. Chronicle's done well to secure, at least towards stairs. Does he give him the exit?
15 seconds.
this is dangerous.
To see.
It looks like Boaster's away. Indeed he is. And now Chronicle tries to drift
let's see
over.
it,
It's all in
Boasties.
Boaster's hands. A 1v3. The captain with it all to do. Or it's 8 for Vitality. He's trying to get a little bit of space. See what he's got to play with here. Oh, he's not finding any comfort though, is he? He doesn't want to drift back to just playing default on site, so he's going to try and play something a little bit off position.
Nice
Not
swing
gonna
from
work out.
kicks.
Vitality
Yeah, and they had
comfortably
doubles
clear,
in there.
and they handled that
I liked his
pressure
idea
well
there, smoke
because
over
Fnatic
towards
were working
heaven,
the
doesn't have
map.
to worry
They
about that,
started
then they're
out
not going
towards
to
B,
disrespect
pivot
that, they
towards A,
probably
quick
think he's
TP
there, so the
over
other two are
towards
going to
C.
go
They were
forward.
just about everywhere then.
Good
It
news
looked like they had the
is,
foresight
they
to know
didn't
exactly
waste
how
any of the
Fnatic was gonna
ults.
respond. So once they
Also,
had
I
that
think
C
Safe did a
mount
very good
control,
job of
it
just
showed
chilling
that
out and not using his
they
ult
have
during
that
all of this
space
also.
safe towards B. He sends his
Like,
boot
they only
off.
used the
realize
breach
this,
ult
hey, he's
on
got his,
defense.
Showstopper. We can't go into B here. They're gonna have Heaven. They're gonna have B main. They're gonna have Waterfall. We're gonna get pinched. Okay, let's go back to A. But they go straight into the setup of Runner and Sender. They have the double trips. They have that breach ultimate coming in from the behind, from Heaven. And Fnatic just crumbled
got
there.
a
But
full-
they still have
I'd
that
say
lead. They
they
still have a couple of
full
core
low buy, but it's
ultimates.
actually not
They're
too bad.
leading.
Triple Bulldog.
Combo them in a couple of rounds from now, or even next round, depending on if they can get some orbs or some kills here.
It's just so scary, isn't it? One mistake, one fumble, one wrong move, and it falls to pieces. Because this is starting to look scary, right? Vitality starting to look a little bit more dangerous, getting a grip on the game, getting the economy in their favor.
Yeah, it's the
But
two
pacey
trips
piece
get him
coming up for
anything.
Fnatic. Sender looking threatened, but he's able to slip away. No one there within killing range. It's Runner to connect first. Durka goes down. And they get slowed down towards the site. Oh, hold on. Easy now.
Info.
All
That's
the info
incredible
info.
info.
Should be teed up for this. He's clean enough. Yeah, this is great
Yeah,
from
spot all
Vitality.
three.
This is what we wanted to see from them.
Yeah, I've talked about this camera before, like the real passive one that you have to go quite committed into the site to actually see him break. Really sick.
Fnatic overinvest into that round.
Cupid, thank you for the raid.
But they're going to be on light shields.
Thank you, man.
Do they have full
And
abilities?
1,000
They still
viewers.
are so close to being
Huge
able to
raid.
pick up 4
Thank you very
ultimates
much, man.
combo. But I'm sitting here looking at Vitality on the other side. 4 ultimates of their own. They've shown the same setup.
Super, losing ranked, winning ranked. What are we doing these days?
With the double trips towards A, they have the breach on that fast
can be
rotate
honest.
from B. They have the Omen setting up with those defensive smokes as well.
3
Does
chances
Fnatic
left. It's
choose
going
to
down.
come back and re-clear C and catch and punish safe Trex out in the open?
Still goes on.
Hey, respect.
They get away with it again and again and again. Door finally broken. Prowler goes in. No one playing towards door. We know
This might be the round, but
Hicks
again,
will
I'm loving
play.
Vitality's
Stay
reaction
quick
on
the
this
rotation,
one.
but does he get
Does
pushed
he
aside?
overstep? Yes, he does. And maybe that's Fnatic even learning from what went on before, the fact that he went a bit too aggro and they had the fade eye. Just wait for the fade eye. Even though it never came, but they heard him.
Now they might need to pull out all the stop 6. This was always precarious. Fnatic have made it towards 12, and all the pandemonium. It's Fnatic coming out on
Really,
top.
really nicely done. It was very cool from Fnatic.
Fnatic secure Lotus, but Vitality was so hot on their heels there.
Yeah, we keep having these rounds where it's just, I mean, these maps where it's just very dominant, and then we got a comeback.
Need to do something
12-5.
different on this next map of Bind.